Good evening. This is Panorama giving you the evening news. First, the headlines. Assam Rifles kill 5 suspected underground cadres in an encounter in Chandel district. Employees continue cease work despite warning by Chief Minister O. Ibobi. And Youth Congress launches peace campaign in Manipur. Now the news in details. 5 suspected underground cadres were killed by combined force of 21 and 42 Assam Rifles in an encounter in Chandel district. According to police sources, the encounter took place in the early hours of today in Kambatel and Giru Kuno areas in Chandel district. Reports received here said the combined force has recovered arms and ammunition from the underground cadres. However, the identities of those killed are yet to be established. Meanwhile, dead body of a woman was found floating in Lilong Turel Ahanbi near Kalaikong Bridge under Lilong police station early morning. Lilong police fished the body out of the river and deposited it to rim smoke for identification. Police suspect that the woman, who was mentally handicapped, might have fallen into the river yesterday. A small bundle of clothes were also found near the body. Despite the warning by the Chief Minister O. Ibobi to the striking employees, the JSC of AMCHO and MGO has decided to continue their cease work to press their demand for implementation of the recommendations of the 6th Pay Commission in Toto. Employees of many departments today did not turn up in their offices. Offices were still locked by the striking employees. Employees of the Secretariat too did not report to their duty. Several vehicles were seen parking in the Secretariat complex as drivers of the Secretariat too have joined the cease work. Work at the Directorate of Information and Public Relations too came to a halt as employees have joined the cease work of the JSC. Employees of Electricity Department staged demonstration in front of the powerhouse. It may be recalled Chief Minister O. Ibobi has appealed to the striking employees to report to their duty by May 14 and warned them of disciplinary action if they fail to do so. He even said that, as a last resort, the government may engage staff on contract basis. In an effort to cool down the present tense situation arises out of the proposed visit of NSCN-IM General Secretary Twingaling Muiva to Manipur, State Youth Congress Party today began campaign to maintain social harmony in the state. The campaign, which was held at Tharon and Tarung village, organized by Thangmaiban Block Youth Congress Committee, was participated by President of the Manipur State Youth Congress Committee, MLA Prithvi Raj, former MLA L. Radhakishore, Congress worker Jyotin Waikom, and other councillors of the Thangmaiban Assembly constituency. As a part of the peace campaign, people demonstrated a mass rally from Tharon to Tarung village. At the meeting held after the rally at Tarung village, speakers appealed not to spread rumors that would spark communal flare-up among the peace-loving people of the state. Former MLA L. Radhakishore and Congress member Jyotin Waikom, speaking on the occasion, said peaceful coexistence is the only means to promote a developed society. Speaking about the misunderstanding on ADC poll occurred to a section of people, the Congress workers said conducting of autonomous district council election after 20 years is a boon to the people living in hill areas. On the demand of amendment of the Act, the Congress leaders said there were no objections when preparations were taken up for conducting the election. It was not right to put objections when everything is set for the implementation of the Act. President of the Manipur State Youth Congress Committee, Prithvi Raj, speaking on the occasion, lambasted the dream for creation of the Naga nation in Manipur. Further, reacting to the recent resignation of the 7 independent MLAs, the youth president said it was under pressure that they resigned and not with their true conscience. Government today gave an ex gratia of Rs 1 lakh to the family of Tombram Bidyeshwar of Karen Bhabi Mamang Laikai. The sum was presented to the family at a simple function at his house by Thanga MLA T. Mangi Babu, Bisnupur DC and Moirang SDO. It may be recalled that 5-year-old Bidyashwar was killed and his mother was seriously injured when their house collapsed in a thunderstorm on the 20th of last month. Several houses and schools were also blown away by the thunderstorm in Bisnupur district that day. MLA Mangi Babu said money cannot compensate the loss of the family, but the ex gratia was given to help the family financially. Speaker stressed the urgent need to make the National Highway 53 a permanent lifeline for the people of Manipur at the public meeting held today at Sagolban Moirang Hanuba Community Hall. People had suffered enough due to economic blockades called on National Highway 39 and 53, which are the lifeline of the state, they said. The time has come to give due attention to the development of Imphal Jiri Road. Jingtam Luang, who spoke as resource person at the meeting, said Imphal Jiri Road is remembered only when a crisis arises along the National Highway 39. The people living along this highway should urge the government to develop the road, he said. The meeting was organized by United Club National Highway 53. Innocent civilians continue to be the main sufferer of the present impasses arises out of the ongoing economic blockade at the Hill District and the counter-economic blockade at valley areas. On May 12, the groom's family of the marriage party from Gongoi, headed from Namching area, allegedly stopped at Kumbong by its residents along National Highway 53. They were allowed to proceed only after most of the food items and utensils were unloaded. They were told to come back for the food items later. This was reportedly in retaliation to the blockade of the National Highway 39 by Ansum and Atsum, decrying the Autonomous District Council elections, coupled with the blockade of the Nagas against the refusal of the state government to allow NACN-IM General Secretary Twingaling Muiba to visit Manipur. In another incident on Wednesday, residents of Kumbong damaged the windshield and windows of the gypsy bearing plate number MN1A2117 bound from Tamenglong by throwing stones at the vehicle. This was the third of such cases within a short period of time involving a Tata Safari and a Bolero bound for Tamenglong in two other cases. The Safari was reportedly carrying a patient suffering from kidney failure at the time of the incident. Supplies of national newspapers and magazines to Manipur have been greatly affected due to load restrictions on aircrafts because of increase of passenger load due to ongoing economic blockades on the national highways. According to information from PC Jain and Company, the aircrafts have to reduce cargo capacity as the aircrafts have to bring with them fuel for returning journey due to non-availability of air turbine fuel at the Imphal airport. Friendship Foundation Manipur today flagged the intention of the central government and the NACN-IM for creating the present tense situation of the state. In a statement issued by its secretary S.K. Mangang, the Friendship Foundation Manipur said the NACN-IM had diverted its vision to liberate the Nagaland and finally arrived at the decision to form a Greater Nagaland or South Nagaland by carving out portions of areas from Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. It said NACN-IM should understand what the central government is playing toward them. Meanwhile, sit-in protests against the proposed visit of Twingaling Muiba was staged at various places of the Delhi area. At Yaskul Police Lane, women flock of Kaisamthong Kabuikul and Yaskul Police Lane staged a sit-in protest against the proposed visit of Twingaling Muiba. Similar protests were also held at Singsamai Bazar and Kongwan area. Communication between Tamenglong town and other districts of the state including Imphal completely broke down today as the BSNL towers was reportedly damaged. The already affected people of the district due to the ongoing impasse in the aftermath of the NACN-IM General Secretary Twingaling Muiba lifted another burden as the means of communication did not work for the day. The public had to stand in long queues at PCO stands in order to contact relatives and friends at Imphal. That's all we have for today's news, but before we end, the headlines again. Assam Rifles kill 5 suspected underground cadres in an encounter in Chandel district. Employees continue cease work despite warning by Chief Minister O.E. Bobby. And Youth Congress launches peace campaign in Manipur. Thank you for being with us and see you tomorrow at the same time.